Entertaining Universe. So I had to rethink this style vlog because I had filmed a video and I hadn't thought it completely through. So I'm going to think about it now or do a better version. You didn't see the first version, so you have no idea what I'm talking about. And I apologize if it doesn't make any sense to you because, like I said, I don't have an idea of what today's video is going to be fully about. But before I dive into today's video, I want to say one thing. When I say something, sometimes I don't mean what I say. And what I mean by that is that I may come across as rude or as mean or as, insensitive. And I literally am doing my best to learn how not to be rude and not to be mean. I've talked about this in the past. And then after I apologize to the people that I've been rude to or the individuals I've been rude to or mean to, I overthink things. And that's what's wrong with my brain at some points in my life, is I just overthink things. And I think that, for example, that they're never going to forgive me, or that they are just going to hate me or strongly dislike me. But that doesn't always have to be the case. You just got to give a person time to understand that what you mean and what you say are two different things. Like, for example, I said something to a person that I shouldn't have said that to that person, and it came from a dark place in my brain, and sometimes that does happen. Not just to me, but to every single person that's ever existed from, hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of years ago. And there's individuals who, are going to be with you for the long haul, whether it's a best friend, whether it's someone you consider like a brother or a sister, or your own very own flesh and blood. Now, let's move away from that. I want to focus on something today. I just want to put this out there. I'm not saying this will ever happen. It could, but it probably won't. There are individuals who I'd love nothing more than to do and meet at. It could be at a convention. It could be just out on the street. It could be direct messaging them, and hopefully they respond, but they probably won't. Things of that nature. Now, I'm just going to give you a list of names of some actors and actresses that I would love nothing more than to meet. And I'm not just talking about for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes at a time. I'm talking about having a full-on conversation with them, not just hanging out with, not just meeting them at a Comic-Con or a VidCon or anywhere in the world. I would like to have like a cup of coffee or go out to dinner with them or do some kind of fun event where it's like, it could be bowling, it could be miniature golf, it could be anything really. Now, I'm not saying I will ever meet any of these individuals, but I'm just going to give you a rundown of some of the individuals I would like nothing more than to meet. So, one is Nina Dobrev. Another one could be Daniel Campbell. Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson, John Cena. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, just a few. I'm not saying, there's more, but let me go down the list. So we've got Emma Roberts, another one could be, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green. Who else we got? Millie Bobby Brown. And I know some of these individuals are underage now, but by the time I'd meet them, they'll probably be in their 20s, 30s, even in their 40s, or whenever. It doesn't have to be right now. By the way, it could be at any time in my life. what? Who's else is on here? Alexander Daddario, you know, Lily Collins, D. Ford, you know, things like this. Anna Taylor Joy, Vanessa Kirby, Britt Robertson, Chloe Bennett. You know, there's just so many names here. Gal Gadot. There's just a Dre Greenlaw, Levin Rambin, Ann Winters, you know, Gianna Dio, you know, Margot Robbie, Selena Gomez. I'm just, you know, just those are just to name a few. I mean, there's more that I could go on and on and on and on. Kendall Jenner, you know, it's just an endless amount of Haley Steinfeld. And then there's some YouTubers that could be, you know, on that list as well, like Ilana Pierce, you know, Lexa Losi, you know, Andrew T.M.I., Britton Tay TV, Anna Akana, Aziland, or Azra, you know, there's just a bunch of names. Brooklyn and Bailey, you know, the Merrill twins, Charles Trippy, Ali Trippy, you know, Shay Carl, Colette Butler, you know, his wife, Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, Claudia Sulewski, you know, Phineas O'Connell, even though that's a celebrity, Billie Eilish, you know, I mean, Aaron Gilfoy, you know, Carly Contro, David Dobrik. I mean, there's just an endless amount of individuals here that, you know, that would be cool to meet. I mean, I could list off 100 names, and some of them you may have heard of, and some of you may not have heard of them. Like Hazel Hayes and, you know, Megan Ranks, Wendy Sterling, Lily Singh, Megan Camarina, you know, Lauren Cimarelli, Brie Larson. I mean, there's just an endless amount of individuals. These are just a few names that I'm throwing out there into the universe. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that I'm going to meet these individuals ever. But I am going to this certain YouTube event in October. Now, I'm not saying some of those names that I listed are going to be there. You know, the Vlog Brothers. I know they're going to be there because they're the ones that created this YouTube convention. Olivia O'Brien would be a nice one. Shay Mitchell. I mean, endless amount of, you know, Terrence Southern. You know, names like that. Will Wheaton. You know, I'm just naming a few names. Joe. Now I can't even think of his name. What is his last name? You know, the guy. Anyone from the Vlog Squad, basically, and you know, the Shaytards. Great. I could meet them as well. You know, I know I'm just, you know, speaking out of my butt now, like I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, but I'm just giving you a list of names that, you know, would be cool to meet. And, you know, there's that celebrity golf tournament. I'm not saying every single person on these lists, the names I gave you, are even possible to meet. But it would be cool to, at some point in my life, whether it's today, whether it's a month from now, whether it's 10 years from now, whether it's 20 years from now, it would be cool to meet at least a few of them. Whether it's at a Comic-Con, whether it's at a VidCon, whether it's just out on the street, and if I ever moved to, you know, Southern California or New York or Florida or anywhere, basically, that they could possibly live. You know, the Kindy Funny Gang, you know, whether it's Tim Geddes, Nick Scarpino, you know, Greg Miller, and all of the individuals that are part of that. That's just that, but that's just me personally. Everyone has their own, celebrities they would like to meet or YouTubers they would like to meet, and I'm hoping that someday I get to meet all of them. Even Sophie Dosey, who's a contortionist. She was on America's Got Talent, or I think it was America's Got Talent. They've listed a few names that would be interesting for me to meet, like Molly Burke. But there's still so many more that they could announce that's going to that thing. I could probably, see a celebrity, at Disneyland or anywhere that I go to in October, or going to a bar here where I live, and maybe there's some celebrity that goes there. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just, giving you, an insight of who I would like to meet. And, if that were to happen, I'd be forever grateful. I'm just manifesting it. I'm putting it out there in the universe. Now, with that being said, I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. And I have some birthdays to wish tomorrow, but none today. And ciao. Bye-bye.